Andy McCarthy, former Southern District of New York Assistant U.S. Attorney and Fox Business contributor. Andy, always great to see you. Happy New Year to you, sir.
Hi, Jackie.
Your thoughts on the sound bites that you just heard and the two sides of this debate as they're starting to play out. You know, you'd think that it's more of a conservative-leaning court, but I'm not necessarily so sure that it's going to go that way and say that these mandates are unconstitutional. It seems like, you know, both sides are seeing a reason for some of these policies.
Yeah, well, Jackie, I think that, you know, Shannon teed this up perfectly, and I really don't think they're going to get to the constitutional question. I mean, there really is a profound constitutional question here, which is, does the federal government have the authority to issue these mandates? Because the regulation of medical care, health care, has traditionally in our federal system been a state responsibility. So I think the place where they may draw the line here, rather than grapple with that tough constitutional question of what are the limits on the federal government, is this notion that if Congress has this power, it has to speak clearly in order to give the authority to OSHA or to the Health and Human Services Agency, and they haven't done that here. So that would at least put off till another day whether they could do it. I think the court may just say, you know, look, if Congress wants to do this, we have to be more confident that the agencies have this authority.
Now, that's a federal mandate, right, when we're talking about vaccines, masks, and whatnot. There's also private businesses that are mandating different things. In New York City here, for example, you know, the businesses over 100 have been forced to mandate vaccines. But other businesses now across the country, not facing that particular issue, are imposing those rules on their employees. Citigroup, for example, is doing that across the country. And so you say to yourself, are private employers allowed to do that?
Yeah, well, I think, Jackie, the private employers are going to get the biggest wide berth from out of all the potential actors here, because generally speaking, as a matter of principle, you're allowed to make whatever conditions that you want to make of employment. And if someone wants to take the job under those conditions, they take them. Also with the condition that you can impose other conditions unless there's some contractual thing or some labor collective bargaining agreement that says you can't. So if they want to impose those mandates, they probably can. And I think the next level up is the states. The states are going to have a lot of room to operate here because traditionally this is not a federal responsibility, it's a state responsibility. As you get up to the federal government, I think that's where it gets really knotty.
Yeah, it's definitely getting a little messy here. And then you think about the fact that if a business wants to impose the mandate, for example, there's exceptions to every rule, and so people can apply for those exceptions. How does it work? Who gets approved? Who doesn't? That could create all kinds of problems too. But I want to just pontificate with you for a moment, if I can, and get your thoughts on this, because as we see this play out, it's going to take a few more weeks, you know, to finally see where we stand on the federal mandates. And you look at the president and his policies, at first saying the mandates are important, we all have to get vaccinated, now changing his tune a little bit, right? And saying that we have to learn how to live with this virus, realizing we have to get people back to work, and that the mandates pose a problem for that. And so I wonder if the administration is looking at this and saying, you know, sometimes you have to be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, and I think ultimately, you know, while we always argue these issues in the four corners of the legal disputes in which they come up, ultimately this is a political society, not a legal one. And where this is going to come down to is, how are people going to react to the way that Biden is managing this? Right now, you know, he's obviously having a problem. But I think if these mandates are politically unpopular, they look like they're going to hurt the Democrats in November, that'll be a bigger problem for the administration than whether, you know, they're legal on the federal level but not on the state level, et cetera.
And how the economy reacts, right? A lot of people do vote with their feelings on how this, you know, pandemic revival is going. And you would say 2 years into it, it's not going that well. Andy McCarthy, thank you so much. Good to see you.